I'm Jim Kielbaso for footballcoachu.com, here with Justin Zabkowitz. We're going to talk a little bit about a defensive end and his get-off the line when you're trying to rush the passer. Now, you're only going to use these type of skills when you know you're going to go trying to get the quarterback. If this is a run block situation, obviously you have to kind of step back and do things a little differently. But the mistake that I want to try to clear up for DNs and outside linebackers that are going to be rushing the quarterback is being able to accelerate while you're using your hands. And it's something that's sometimes difficult to work on and doesn't feel natural at first. I see people working on acceleration. You've got to learn how to accelerate first. If you're a defensive end, your first 2 to 3 steps are pretty much everything. That is your get off, and you need to work on that. You need to take big, powerful steps, leaning in to the direction you're going as hard as you can. Got to be explosive, and you got to be able to move forward. So you've got to work on that separately. Second, though, is I see a lot of DNs come up out of their stance, and then they want to use their hands and then try to accelerate. The key to getting past the offensive lineman, though, is to be able to use your hands while you're accelerating so that the offensive lineman doesn't have a chance to keep kicking out in front of you or figure out exactly what you're trying to do. So in slow motion, basically, here's what I see a lot of. So Justin is going to be offensive lineman. If I'm the DN here, what I see a lot of is you come up, you stop, you do your hands, and then you try to accelerate past the guy. I will also sometimes see defensive ends simply try to accelerate past the guy, and when he goes, you're just trying to run past him, but you're not bending and you're not doing anything with your hands, and then the offensive lineman can get their hands on you. So what you've got to be able to try to do is pick your favorite move. Maybe you're just going to do, maybe you're just going to hit him down and get a rip through. You want to be able to do it while you're accelerating. We're not going to go full speed right here, but the basic idea is when I come up out of my stance, I have to take a giant step. I have to try to hit his hand and get through all while I'm accelerating, rather than just try to come up, hit his hand, and then accelerate past him. The key on that move is you gotta, after you hit his hand down, you gotta get your shoulder and your arm on his armpit, because then you're gonna be able to accelerate and bend past him. So if you're a defensive end or a linebacker, work on your acceleration mechanics and power, work on your hand moves, and then make sure that you're putting them together so that you can actually use your hands while you're accelerating. That's gonna get you past your man and to where you wanna go.